With that, I would now commence with the official part of the business. I'd like to request and welcome Commodore R.S. Vasan, member of the Advisory Board of Swatantra Foundation, Director for the Chennai Center for China Studies, and the Regional Director for the National Maritime Foundation. He would be welcoming the chief guest and presenting the highlight of this edition of the Defense and Technology Show. Over to you, Commodore Vasan.
Thank you, Mr. Rajaram. Good evening to all of you. Vanakkam. Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Ajay Bhattji, General Officer Commanding Dakshin Bharat Area, Lieutenant General Karanbir Singh Brar, Chief of Staff, General Balan, President of Swarajya, Ram Subramaniam, Mr. Rajaram Muthukrishnan, Army, Navy, Air Force, friends of mine, industry representatives, academia, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor for me to be welcoming the chief guest, as well as provide you a certain number of updates on what we have done in the last 3 days. Some of you have already participated in the edition 1.0, which we conducted last year. And that was a great success in terms of an initiative from Tamil Nadu, which was initiated by our own Ram. And from there, we moved forward to the edition 2.0. And I'm very happy to report to all of you that this is also a great success in terms of the number of participants, in terms of the deliverables that have come our way, and in terms of the conference outcomes. So I would like to just place before you some of the statistics that were put together by the organizing team. We've had a total of 290 stalls. You saw all of them. In fact, I think the chief guest, despite the busy schedule, was able to see the range of products that are on display, which tells us that the nation is in safe hands when it comes to Atmanirbharata. Then we've had startups, 6. This number is only going to grow. So when you look at the single digit figure, it doesn't mean that there are not more of them, but definitely this is a positive indication to say that there are this many number of startups and there will be more who will follow. An encouraging sign is also about the micro industries, 73 of them. That's again a very good number. Small industries, 63. It shows that there's a phenomenal amount of momentum in the way that we would like to realize our dream of Atmanirbharata. Then medium, this is again the entire lifeline of our industry, that is 27. And large units, 7 of them. It was very encouraging to see that the DPSUs, Army, Navy, Air Force, people who are involved in the indigenization process participated in full strength and with total enthusiasm. DPSUs and the armed forces stalls, which you saw, totally were 107. That's again a record for this edition. So complete support was provided to us from the armed forces, from ISRO, from ICF Coach Factory, from DRDO agencies who are here, who participated in full measure. I must again thank the chief guest for the support that was extended to us by his department and his team who were in Delhi, who supported us to the hilt. Cochin Shipyard, which of course exactly 1 year ago brought out INS Vikrant, our own carrier, they were here. CRPF, DPSUs, armed forces, they all participated in B2B meetings. Again here I must compliment the team that facilitated the B2B meetings. Totally, I'm very, very happy to inform you, there were 500 B2B meetings. Now this is again a phenomenal record because obviously so many people are interested in getting to know what more needs to be done after having crossed this stage of 2.0. Average audience for the seminar, which was conducted in this hall, were 50 plus. And this was again interactive. There were many questions which were addressed by the eminent speakers from all the 3 services, from DRDO, from DPSUs. And that added phenomenal amount of value to this particular edition of the Defense and Technology Show. The major milestone of this event, 2.0, which was not there, was the interaction with the Indian defense attaches in 7 nations. They are around the world. They participated, notwithstanding the time zone difference. We had people from our Quad partners, Japan, USA, Australia, our DAs who are coming from there. Then Saudi Arabia, with whom we are developing a strategic partnership. Then Africa. So, again, this was something that where there was a great amount of enthusiasm in saying that here are the openings for the markets for the Indian industry. So these DAs are readily to help us out with telling you what the local conditions are, what are the local legalities involved in setting up of your industry. So I think this was very well received by the participants, and we are grateful to all the DAs for being with us and for volunteering to take on the momentum and sustain that in the future. So in fact, I had a summary of all the seminars that we had, but we're already behind schedule. So I'm not going to tell you what happened in each session, but we'll send a summary of this to the Honorable Minister for his record. And also the Chief of Staff, Dakshin Bharat area, during our discussion here, said let's have a hot wash-up and see how we can facilitate the process before the next edition. So our own recommendation has been that we'll keep these various networks alive, and we will ensure that we get feedbacks from all of you who participated in terms of how we did well, how we can do it better for the next edition. And therefore, this will be an ongoing kind of activity that will ensure that the 3.0 edition, scales greater heights. Thank you. Jai Hind.